Hey guys, this is the Gaming Robot, and I want to welcome you back once again for the 5th episode, I believe, of the Birch Forest Railway. We are currently on location at Midpoint Station. Name, as usual, still work in progress. And today I have prepared a double header of 208s with the formation of 5 coaches. All BR Mark 1s, I believe. And this is actually a feature in the mod you can do. You can have single crew workings with double-headed diesels, in this case the 2 Class 08s, whereas if you wanted to double-head 2 steam locos, so like have a leading loco and a pilot loco, you would need crews for both, or at least one person for both. But like I said, we are here at Midpoint Station, the through station on the Birch Forest Railway. It's looking a bit bare. It's one of the stations that I haven't been doing much development on because I've been thinking of what to do with it. If you may recall from previous episodes, there was once a massive hill there. That's gone. And I'm at the moment thinking about putting a terminus platform here to have a shuttle service from here, Shed Station, and Land's End, which will usually be here, which I think will be like 3 coaches and a tank loco, push-pull service, which could be difficult for the loco. But yeah, I'm working on developing this. Hopefully by the time we get around to Thursday, we'll have some of the track down for the terminus platform, and then I want to have the building around about here, and then do an L-shaped curve around this side, and then if we have a car park, it will be over there. Which means more terraforming, which is great fun, he says sarcastically. Over here we have the relocated carriage sidings. They're going to have to be relocated again. Mainly because this curve is too tight, and this curve is also too tight because usually when you want to have a realistic curve, you want 3 blocks of space, which is what I tried to do with all loops and points. So, rather than me rambling about my slight problems with this particular station, let's get to driving. So yeah, like I said, this is a feature in the mod. You can do single crew workings with double heading 08s. However, as I found out in the previous time I tested this, the controls are flipped. If you want to go forward and the loco is facing in reverse, you use reverse to go forward. But anyway, that's one of the more complicated things. Apart from that, it's pretty easy. And the only reason I've done this is because the 08 on its own, coming out of Village Terminus with the new tunnel that I've had to put in, well, accidentally put in and then decided it would be fine, will struggle at around about 14 miles an hour. So hopefully, with double the power, we might get up around about 20. But anyway, all aboard! Getting ready to go and climb in through the front. And signal to the guard that I heard him. And let's go the right way this time. But yeah, the main reason I like doing this is because whenever you're driving a steam loco, even though the cab has plenty enough room to look out and see, and there's like a side window, you don't get much of a view of the railway. Wow, we're taking off pretty quick. As a whole, I should just leave that alone. So what you have to constantly do this and move around a lot, and oh, that's a pretty good view actually. Whereas with this particular consist, so to speak, I can do first-person driving from both ends and not have too much of a problem so long as I stand in this window. If I move around in the tunnel, then I'm lost for a bit, but as soon as we get out into the light, then I can just move back to the window. And I'm rambling again. Great. But no, along this length of the line, as you can see over here, is a good example as we increase our speed. I've made sure that there's at least 1 block gap between the track and the terrain. This tunnel's being worked on, a few tunnels down there, but you'll see what I mean by the accidental tunnel that I put in. But no, mostly this last week actually, I only came back to do the accidental tunnel yesterday, but most of last week, yeah, that's going to be a problem. most of last week was spent adding supporting walls to the openings of the tunnels, such as along here, and that's the usual stone brick and oak fence, because my block palette is lackluster, to say the least. Yeah, that's gonna happen a lot, me saying, but no, I've just added supporting walls to various areas along here, as we continue breaking blocks and apparently chunks as well. Probably after this, I'm gonna have to go through this tunnel and just open it up a bit. But we are going at a steady, almost about 13. I can't be bothered to wait. Let's go. So yeah, the one issue that I have been struggling with is chunks loading in. I think I've got it at 15, maybe 20 chunks now. But if I have it at 20, I've got to have 60 FPS, and if I have it 15, I can have 120 FPS. So it's like give and take and such. More supporting walls. This. But no, this essentially, this sort of consist gives you a nice view. Wow, I am over speeding if I'm running realistically. Gives you a nice view of the railway, so it gives you a driver's eye view, which is something that you don't usually see these days in the IRL videos. You have cab rides, but you never get a driver's eye view, so you don't see the line as we do here. I'm literally just watching my speed, trying to make sure that we're not going too fast or too slow, keeping it somewhere between 15 and 17 miles an hour. And there go the chunks once again. As we go into the tunnel, let's... Yep. Look at that. Oh, got that one. The one thing that I really do like about this mod, at least as far as I can see it, is that the smoke will actually shape, I think, around the rocks itself. And we are slowing down. Speed up, jeez. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. This supporting wall was here a long time ago, and then there was accidental track that went off that way, which I fixed. I have done work at Village Terminus, not enough to warrant a whole walk around. It's still in progress. Some things may have to be moved or such. Here where things get fun, because we gain a lot of speed. Watch that speed. That's it, just keep it controlled nice and gently, like, please. Climbing up here is going to be fun. But as we continue down, I think I'm just going to call this Village Terminus Tunnel for now until we get a better name. I went through all of this yesterday. You can't really see it because we're in the dark, but at least each side has one block of space. It's better implemented along this area here, which just allows the track to run nicely through the center of the tunnel without breaking blocks on either side. The original tunnel, as you can see, is over there. I'll need to cover that up eventually. But we pick up a lot of speed through here. And the only reason I made this accidental tunnel, so to speak, was because I wanted a longer head shunt out of the end of Village Terminus to accompany the A1 Peppercorn class Tornado, because in the last Birch Forest Railway video that I did, I noticed that we call locos she for some reason, was setting up on the hill when I pulled her to a stop, which means that as soon as I would release the brake, she would have gone back. And besides, any locos coming out of the station would automatically be faced with like a 1 in 3 incline. So I decided to gradual that out a bit. So instead of us running alongside the cutting, we come out over a river and such. We actually kept pretty good, fairly decent speed through there. We're going to have to stop, obviously, because we're about to come into the station. But no, this time we go along the side of a cutting, which I've also had to... Actually, that's done that naturally for a change. On this bridge, and the chunks seem to be getting a little harder around Village Terminus, and you'll see why in a minute. No, we might be coming in a bit too fast. Should probably think about slowing down. Am I still coasting? Oh yeah, I'm still coasting. Look at that. All the way through the tunnel, just coasting. That's our signal to the terminus. So as we come into the terminus, the chunks, as usual, are the reason the whole thing's a little jittery. Might have to look at some optimization of that. Oh wait, no, that's slowing me down. I want to speed up just a tad more. That's it, just gently on the accelerator. This loco does not do well at coasting. Even if you apply acceleration to a slowing down force, that's a terrible way to put it. To a slowing down force, it won't really slow down, or speed up, sorry. It will just continue slowing itself down for no apparent reason. I don't know why. Let's see, we are arriving and stopping. Look at that, nice and gentle. And let's just check, because I'm a perfectionist. Ah, good. A nice amount of space to pop loco back in. Okay, cool. So, yeah, you may not notice it, but while last week, the reason that I completely stopped playing this, building on this world for 4 days straight, was because I spent an age, because it was one block wonky on this side, I spent an age trying to get this all to go back one block. And that doesn't seem like a big task for like multiple players, but this is just me doing this. And I had to relay everything manually. I mean, bearing in mind I wasn't creative, so it's not that much of a feat. Yeah, I'm just being sarcastic to myself. But no, so things have moved in at least one block. This platform was 6 blocks wide, and that is supposed to be 5. This is the exception. And over here we just have the permanent weight train. Right, let's get her run around, or let's run her around. Put this into shunting mode, yep. And we can get in here, and we can climb it through this way. And let's head into the head shunt. That's bother. See what I mean by reverse controls? It's one of the small things that's going to catch you out if you are doing it this way. But no, I probably just made this video so I could talk about the interests of double headers. I was thinking about doing top and tail so I wouldn't have to run around, but you find locos look a lot better when they're running round and running light loco rather than behind the coaches. And we're just going to pull to a gentle stop. Nice. It also means that with this, you have to think that you're a steam loco. If I was a shunter, I would have stopped around about there, but I'm not. I'm practically a diesel. Like a large diesel. I am rambling heavily. So one of the other reasons that I also put that particular consist together was because I thought it looked like a 58. And a 58 is... Damn it. A 58 is... So, it essentially looks like that, and it's got 2 large cabs at either end, and then a very thin body. It's kind of like a Class 17, maybe? I don't know. I get my classes mixed up. Let's just assume that's the... Oh, for Pete's sake. Right, that's definitely the right way. And that's also set. So, if we just get into this side... We can then drive it from this end, and I only have to use the 2 key in order to accelerate, and that's too much acceleration. Yeet. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it. Nice and gently. Make sure that we don't clip the sides of the station. And gaining speed. I like how I say I want to drive first person, yet I'm in third person just to look at distant measurements. But yeah, as you can see along here, in order to get a semi-realistic curve, there's 3 blocks of space. Well, as much, yeah, there's about 3 blocks of space. And like I said in the last video, the loop part of it took forever to do. I tried so hard, and I realized, no, I'm good. And we just wait for the loco to straighten up, And begin stopping some more. I probably got a bit too far. Yeah, it seems like I made it large enough that this station now deems itself as a full chunk. I don't know why. We'll just switch that point there. Let's check that you're in... Oh, you're in shunting mode. Okay, cool. Now you're in normal mode. Awesome. Right. And then we do the whole thing again with 2, and I can just gently release the brake, and... There we go, gently. I don't know what's causing all the trunk issues. I mean, sure, there's a few villages, but most of them unfortunately got taken by the coaches. Some are still stranded in the coaches. Which is... Okay, let's just be gentler. There we go. Hey. Thank you. Yeah, that looks good. Seems to be losing my train of thought. Should have pulled forward a bit more. Anyway, inside here, let's actually get a better view of the building. Let's try. Everything's very low headspace around here, flying-wise. So this is going to be not only the station building, this will be like the whole station building where the ticket offices are. And inside here will be various shops and attractions. I need to remove that sign. Yeah, that was... This is also one of the... That reminds me, I've got to get rid of the other sign. Excuse me. Those two, yeah. There you go. And that shows how painful it was to get that all sorted out. I refer to myself calling myself an idiot, which I am. But that's beside the point. So along here, we have the Thunderbolt, I believe it's called, or the Iron Duke, standing on a makeshift pedestal for the moment, and I'm going to have some shops just surrounding it, and then, like I said, we'll have ticket office through here, and then this is the natural lighting for now. But no, this is all being worked on currently. I'm going to pause work on that and try get Midpoint Station done by Thursday. I say done, but it will be... Well, it will be done. I can do it by Thursday. It's just going to be difficult. I am rambling heavily. I apologize. Terribly. Right, here comes the fun part. I say that loosely. Get out. Thank you. Right. All aboard, return train to Midpoint Station. Here we go. And get in the loco. Right, we're either going to need some speed for this, or constant traction. I would prefer speed. So as you can see, when we came into the head shunt, as soon as we got around about this area, the loco began slowing down naturally, and that shows how steep this particular incline is. It's actually might be in some places a little steeper than... No, Land's End is the steepest incline I've got on this railway. But yeah, the plan for this railway thus far is get a standard across the board, so no more laying track or building stations, except laying track in already pre-built stations. I sound like such a hypocrite. This is as big as I want the line to go for now, and eventually what I'm going to start doing is see if I can mess around in Blender and start building some of those models that I said I would build. Alright, come on. We're going to get a decent amount of speed up for this. That's it, come on. Keep rising. Rising faster. You can hear in the background the loco working hard. Keep an eye on the speed as well. This only goes up by around about 4 blocks, but I'm not sure where it's 4 blocks every 50 or 4 blocks every 100. I hope it's 100. Because if it's 50, then this loco is working way harder than needed. I'm not making sense. I'm gonna have to write a huge warning and description. Rambles a lot. Oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're screwed. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. That's it, get your speed up. Mind out for the PSI. Engine temperature, I think that is. I'm just trying to keep it going at a constant rate. Thankfully, touch wood, I have never blown up a loco. Yet. Steam will come increasingly close if I decide to drive any of the tank locos along the line. But thus far, I have never had the idiocy to blow up a loco. I've never let the fuel run lower than 5 buckets or the temperature to get all the way into 150. Though it has come close, and it is coming quite close now. Right, I think I need to let us speed a bit. Yeah, we can just coast along this particular part. Or not, we'll just continue breaking blocks. Great, and that's the wrong color. Keep increasing speed. There we go. Now we're at a constant speed. Oh, no, no we're not. Come on. Get a constant speed. Please. Fine. Do whatever. That's cool. Anyway, we're on the home straight now. That would be incredibly stupid and jump out my loco. So, along here, as you can see, you can follow this just nicely. I do this sometimes. It's not particularly clever. This is the bridge that I've worked on, and as you can see, yep, that is the chunk issue that we're having right now. I've embanked this particular area along here, and we've got this bridge along here. How fast is that going? It's going a lot faster than I want. And there's one of the track villages. Poor guy. I can't release them because they'll go on the tracks, and if they go on the tracks, it's then my responsibility to fill out the paperwork if I accidentally hit them. And the reason I have to say is because he stood on the tracks, therefore it's not my fault. Let's catch it as it comes out the tunnel. Here it comes. This part of the line would be really good for scenic stuff. I'm going to get back into it as it comes out. And shoop. Oh, we're not going that fast. Wait. What blocks was it breaking back there? There are blocks being broken. And we're coming into the station gradually in a nice, very consistent, well, I say consistent as the chunks once again go. Oh, I need to sort out this issue. As we come in at a steady 15 miles an hour, there we go, 15, and I can begin braking a little, and just gently applying breakage until we get to the points, which are at the other end of the station, and I don't think it's going to make it. Okay, just apply a little bit of speed then. That's it, just keep it ticking along. There we go. It may sound like I'm distracted, but I'm mostly watching the speedometer, trying to keep us going at a constant speed, as well as looking out the window to see where we are track-wise. Come on, just a bit more, and once I see the edge of the platform, stopping distance. Oh, a bit rough. Okay, let's see. Is that good? Alright, let me correct my mistake. Just need to go forward just a tad. That much should do it. I am a totally professional driver. Don't worry about it. Right, let's have a look. I cannot be bothered to say no. Anywho, I apologize once again for my ramblings. I hope that you did get the point of the video. Let's say eventually get up. What's going on here? There we go. I hope that you got the point of the video, which was to mainly show the fact that you can double head Class 08 shunters, and also where the progress of the railway is going and how far it has come along since the first episode. Also, quick note, I do other content other than Minecraft. I know I promote my Minecraft, the Birch Forest Railway, in the Discord servers, of which I am in, mainly in the general category, and the world building of immersive railroading, but I do other content, and it kind of disheartens me to see that this is getting more views because I promoted it, whereas the content that I've done, which I haven't promoted, is getting less views. But on a lighter note, the first episode that I've done on the Birch Forest Railway is actually just close to hitting 100 views, which either means I'm doing something right, or someone is consistently watching the video to get a good laugh. Who knows? But anyway, this has been the Birch Forest Railway Doubleheader Special. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think and stuff like that. But this has been the Gaming Robot. I'm going to do some stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.